Hey YouTube, it's Chica here, and we're bringing you another one. Oh yes, so we're doing this. I'm a little late. I was supposed to do this maybe like a week ago because we're a little past the halfway point. But I've seen a lot of YouTubers do a halfway point of the year of the best movies so far, and I was like, this is a nice list. So the rules are: it has to have been in the theater, the movie theater. So I'm not doing like Netflix and all those things. And I had to see it. So if I didn't see it, then it's not going to be on the list. And that's really the rules. Okay. Don't forget to join my Patreon if you do the early. If you do the I keep saying the early. If you do the lower tier, which is the official Patreon, you can get early access to tutorials. If you do the all access Patreon, which is in the middle, you can get free monthly wallpapers. Okay, for your desktop computer and phone. If you do VIP, you can get digital packs monthly that are free, that are vectors, brushes, 3D packs, 3D models, all different type of things like that. Okay, if you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button because we're going to keep bringing this stuff to you. All right, let's get started. Let's go on over to my square. So, out of all the movies that I saw in the movie theater this year, it's 17 of them. So it's going to go from 17. I lied. 13. There's 13 of them. So we're going to go from 13 all the way down to 1. If you've been following along, you might already know what my 13 is. Okay. And my number 13 is not that. That's not it. Okay. That's artwork. If you want to check out that video, click right here. I don't know. I say click right here and then I never go back and put the video. Okay. Anyway, number 13, Asteroid City. I'm going to give it another chance when it comes to digital. I really am going to give it another chance. I promised myself that I was going to give it another chance. So I will, but it definitely is the worst so far out of everything that I saw. I just was very disappointed for the confusion. But I don't know. Maybe if I see it again, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Don't get your hopes up, okay? I don't know if the ranking is going to change if I watch it again. Cinematography was phenomenal, but the story was like, no, sir, for me. Okay, number 12. Ant-Man. What is it? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium. So, I'm going to give this one another chance, too, because I did watch it, but I was falling asleep throughout it, and I don't know if it's because it was boring or if I was just tired. So I was having a hard time with this movie. But from what I saw, I don't think it would change much in the ranking, to be very honest. But this is another one I want to give another chance. All right. Number 11, The Blackening. This could have went a little bit higher because it was good. It's just, I think everything else is better. But it was just not as funny as I think it should have been. I was expecting like to be cracking up. It was just like, that's funny. Oh, that's clever. Oh, yeah, that's smart. Oh, yeah, that's us. Yeah, that's true. But it just wasn't like dying. You know, I thought I was going to be dying in that theater. I was not. Okay, number 10. So this is the real number. You always who doesn't want to know top 10s? But it was more than 10. So it was like, well, we're going to do the 13. All right, top 10. Number 10. Shazam. Now here's the thing. I didn't see this actually in the movie theater, but it came out in the movie theater. And what actually happened was I was going to go watch Black Adam. And then I was like, wait, these are connected to Shazam? All right, I should go, but I never watched them. So I literally, this was before I really started doing my movie reviews in the theaters. I went on, I think it's Prime or wherever it was, watched Shazam, the first one. Then I watched the second one. Then I watched Black Adam. The second one was actually really, really good, but that's the highest it's going to have to go. Okay, number 9, The Flash. This could have also went higher, but there was so many other better movies. But The Flash was really not bad. I liked it. I don't mind watching it again when it hits digital. Like, I'll probably throw it on just to see it again because it actually was a pretty good movie. Nothing too crazy, nothing weird. I mean, yeah, there was some weird CGI going on actually. But other than that, I think the story was good. I like time travel movies, even though they didn't do the method that I like. But I thought it was pretty good. All right, moving on. Number 8, Megan. This movie was, now talk about how the amount of hilariousness in this movie is what I thought I was going to get in Blackening, because Megan was so funny It was so clever, so silly, and this girl is giving it. Okay, fabulous. Okay, fabulous through the whole movie. Her dress game is just on point in this whole movie. I'm looking forward to whatever they do next. It wasn't like scary or anything, like, because I don't do scary movies. You ain't never gonna get no scary movies over here. But it's just like creepy psychological situation, but nothing too scary. But it was a good movie. It could even went higher, but like I said, better movies. It's hard to go past what's better, but it was a really good movie. Absolutely. All right, number 7, Elemental. I was debating between this and number 6 because I actually did see them around the same time, but I felt like this was definitely number 7. Really good movie. It's a thinker. You really like. It's deeper than surface. It really kind of talks about race undertones, and I really like that, and about society. That was a really good thing. It was a beautiful love story, very beautiful love story. It was good, and I'm not really into love stories like that, but this one was very good. It was a very touching story. So that's why I got number 7. Number 6, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. This one shocked me because I'm not really into Transformers. I didn't have any high expectations for this movie, and it did a phenomenal job. It was fun. It was exciting. It was never slow. Had some good soundtrack music. These two characters right here at the base, you really believe in them. I'm glad they didn't make it some love story. Like, oh, they fall in love. Granted, they're probably going to fall in love if they do a second movie, but that's not the point. It wasn't the main focus of this story, and I really liked that about this movie. All right, number 5, The Little Mermaid. It's such a mixed bag with the people. If you're a fan of The Little Mermaid, if you're a fan of Halle Bailey, you're gonna love this movie. If you don't care about Little Mermaid, or you were expecting the white girl with the red hair, you're not gonna like this movie. So it's just very divided. I found this movie to be very beautiful, very exciting, very nostalgic. It was a good movie. It was a CGI. The animation was pretty good. A little bit of wackiness going on. The characters was good. The music was good. It was a really good movie. I don't know why everybody was hating on it like that. Anyway, moving on. Well, I know why people were hating on it, but we're gonna move on. Okay, number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm sorry. That was when I said, thank you, Marvel, for coming back. Thank you for doing the thing. Because Marvel, I felt like, has been doing little slips. And you're like, come on now. Like, Quantumania, come on now. Doctor Strange 2, come on. Like, let's get it together. They got it together with this one. And I think they're going to get it together with the Marvels that's coming out as well. So I'm very excited about that. Anyway, so number 4. Number 3 is sneaky. Because number 3, I actually just watched yesterday because I was like, you know what? I think I can watch it now. But it came out months ago, and I just never got around to watching it. I was like, you know what? I really want to see if this falls in any ranking. And I did not think I did not think this movie was going to be number 3. But Air was fun. I'm sorry. And I wish I did. I didn't even do a movie breakdown because I didn't see the movie. I didn't even know. I can't say I wasn't interested in it because it's Viola Davis is in it. But I didn't have the time to see it. Not really into sports movies, although every sports movie I've ever seen has always been really good. So that's odd. Like, there hasn't been a sports movie I watched that I didn't think was absolutely entertaining. But it's not my run to go see type of movie. However, Air was phenomenal. We'll do a quick little breakdown right now. Phenomenal, without any spoilers. One thing I love, if I was to give the movie itself a ranking, 9 out of 10. All the actors were absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that they did not show Michael Jordan's face. They had pictures of him or like flashbacks of him, but I'm talking as the character, and that was so perfect because I think it would have took me out the movie if we saw his face, but because it was the back of his head or the side of his shoulder or just him on the phone or like stuff like that, because this movie is not about basketball. It's about Air Jordan. It's about how his mom really put her foot down, no pun intended, to get this deal for him, and vice versa. And then this man right here, right at the top, fought his butt off to get Michael Jordan to be the sponsor of Nike. And I just, it was so good. I was shocked how good it was. The soundtrack. The soundtrack in this one. All right, moving on. That's why it's number 3. Okay, number 2, Super Mario. And this was fighting for number 1. It was fighting for it. Super Mario Brothers. Everyone knew it was going to be good because it's Mario. I made a video. Actually, it's funny. I made it because I'm just thinking about Barbie. I just did the Barbie breakdown. Barbie wouldn't be on this list because it's in the next quarter, the next half. But it's funny because I did a video saying how there's 5 characters that are probably the most popular characters in history: Mickey Mouse, Mario, SpongeBob, Elmo, and Barbie. Those were the 5 that I picked. And it's funny because Barbie had the whole movie. But it's not about being good or bad. It's about being the most popular. You can go anywhere in the world and mention Mario, they're gonna know who it is. So it was like bound to be good. But this wasn't like gimmicky. It was so nostalgic, so fun. Every little thing was used appropriately, and there's still so much they can do. I want them to do. Well, they're gonna do a second movie. That's not even the question. But when they do a second movie, either they're gonna. I want them to play on Luigi's mansion a little bit more, Haunted Mansion a little bit more. Like let him get a job. It's because that's what it is in the game. He gets a job getting ghosts, like Ghostbusters, catching ghosts, and then he goes to these mansions. So they should really do a half side of the movie and focus on that. I thought that's what they were going to do in this, and I think they just hinted to it, but they should have went all the way in. But I think that's ready for a different movie. And then number 1 is not even a question. Number 1 is not a question. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Is this even a question? My only negative about this movie is that I didn't know it was a part 1. So when the movie ended, I was left with the cliffhanger of a universe. But other than that, I have no complaints. This movie was so good, way better than the first one. The first was phenomenal. The style was. Oh, I did have a complaint, which was I felt that what's her name? What's her name? What's the girl? The girl, not this girl, right here with the white hood. Well, I can't remember her name. Glenn. In the beginning, her world was just, I didn't like the style of that world, but it was so quick, just a few minutes. Phenomenal movie, character's great, very relatable. We was talking about how Spider-Man in general is a very relatable character, but Miles is so relatable because he has other struggles that he has to deal with alongside of being the person who has to protect the universe, right? So I love this movie. When this movie first came out, the first one, I went to the movie theater twice. That's how much I was like so moved by this movie. To see somebody, my skin complexion, being the superhero as a male, like this is a great, inspiring movie for me. And it was phenomenal second one around, and I can't wait for part 2. I can't wait for the third movie. So I'm very excited about that. So let's get back to the full cam. Oh yes. So yeah, really good movie. I'm excited for the next half of movies for this next year. So basically what I'm going to do is, we just did this one. At the end of the year, we're going to do the second half, and we're going to do the top 10 of the whole year, because we can't go through all the movies and break them down. So we'll do the top 10 best movies of the whole year, in my opinion, of course. I want to do something with the Oscars. I just don't know what. I mean, I don't even think I'll be able to watch it live because it usually falls in a weird time for me. So I don't know. I got to figure that out, because that's really connected to these movie reviews and what I think is good and what they think is good. And, so I don't know. I got to figure it out. Or maybe I'll do a recap or something. I don't know. I got to figure it out. So when the Oscars come around for this year's movies, I'll be able to present something. But I didn't think it out yet. But yeah, so stay tuned. Definitely check out my Patreon. I got some books coming that I'm working on. I'm really excited about. And just stay tuned. Okay, if you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button, because we're gonna keep bringing this stuff to you. That's all I got for you. What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave. It's mad buttons down there. You ain't pushed on one of them. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.